Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a safe, blessed, joyous, and wonderful Monday night, baby. We are here at the Retro Wrestling Revival, the Monday night watch-along. What the...
What are you doing over there?
What's going on, John?
What are you doing? You doing a bad intro here?
I'm not trying to do a bad intro, but anyways, I hope, pray that everybody's having a safe, blessed, joyous, and a wonderful Monday night. Welcome to the latest edition of the Monday Night War series here on the Retro Wrestling Revival. You got, yes, I got a brand new job. I'm excited. I am Virgil's meat sauce taster. Okay, as a matter of fact, which I go into the garden where the olives are at, and I actually taste test the meat sauce to make sure there's no poison in it, because you know Virgil is such a sought after person, but also there's people that want they want him 6 feet under. So, like, for me, which I'm doing a public service for everybody. But anyways, we're here to have some fun. We got Rocket Johnny, Brother Marlena. Rocket Johnny, how are you doing tonight, brother? And are you stoked for Monday Night Raw?
Well, what I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, ugly, out of shape New York Nimrods and South Carolina sweat hogs, just shut your mouth and listen to Brother Martin, because we're here to watch some fucking Monday Night Raw tonight. No, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Just had a long day of work, which I know you definitely know that as well, because heck, man, me and you, like, we're both workaholics. But the beautiful part about it is that every single step when it comes to working, not only will we be making money, we are making money, but we are changing lives, person by person by person that we come across. Even though we are in different fields, it is awesome because every day is a brand new opportunity, like, to meet people and just have new experiences that can not only help them but to also help us as well. So, brother, I'm excited. I'm blessed. My son just recently got a few awards at his ROTC banquet.
Awesome.
He is part of the National Honor Society right now.
I love to hear that.
Kick ass. I could not be more proud. And my daughter, she did make the AB honor roll. So, brother, I am
just... You just celebrated 12 years of wedding bliss.
I did, actually. Me and my wife on about 4 days ago, we celebrated being married for 12 years. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful that I have such an amazing woman to stick by me no matter what. And through thick, through thin, through everything, I have the perfect woman for me. And just, I cannot thank God enough because if it wasn't for her, then I would not be alive right now. And the same goes for my two biggest blessings, which are my kids. She's the reason why I have them. So,
well, you're not getting them without her.
No shit.
You know, you're not getting them without her. Let's just call the science out here. You owe her. You owe her a good debt of gratitude for that one.
But the sponsor we do get without her. So we're gonna be doing the sponsor, and then we're gonna
this week. Who's sponsoring the show this week? What good retro commercial do we got here?
We got Dusty Rhodes, baby. He is actually
ass cream again.
Not ass cream again. No.
All right, hit us with it.
For people that want to get some good deals on your vehicles, I encourage you to listen to this.
Folks, no more yelling and shouting, but look at a gorgeous A3 executive raise glove, $248 a month. Folks, he's crazy. It's Dusty Rhodes. The only way I can keep that guy quiet is to keep him inside of a van. He just won't be quiet. It's incredible. $157 a month for that custom van. Folks,
boy, this guy's convincing here with his ad.
Tom Steinmetz,
laughing as he's talking about his van.
In Florida, Dusty.
There we go. Tom Steinmetz with Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty driving in a minivan?
No. Dusty is shaking in a van on this video, by the way.
Dusty ain't driving in no minivan. I can see Dusty in like a Cadillac, like the El Dorado.
Oh yeah, okay. So the thing is John, we know you're a fan of Tom Steinmetz. I know you
Big
bought
time.
your 1973 Pinto from
72.
72 Pinto from Tom.
Right.
And that thing purred like a kitten. It was freaking wonderful for a week and a half, and then the thing broke down. We're not going to talk about that. But the fact is that he offered it to you for $400 a week. That's a hell of a deal, ain't it?
Steal of a deal.
A steal of a deal.
Only on a 10-year loan, too. 10-year, $400 a week loan for that Pinto.
So what do we got on the docket tonight for Monday Night Raw, my friend?
All right, this is actually a very landmark episode for the main event. I think a lot of people who were watching during the Attitude Era and during this time frame will remember this main event later. So it's got a very, very, very big main event that a lot of people will remember, and we'll get to that in a second. But this show, if you want to watch along with us, you can find it right on the Peacock app. It's the May 26, 1997 edition of Monday Night Raw. Comes from Evansville, Indiana, Chris. Evansville, Indiana here is where this Monday Night Raw is coming from.
Evansville, Indiana, actually. That's where the writer of this show went to college and got his writing degree, which has been through stuff.
Very interesting. I've heard Evansville's a nice little town. From I have several friends in Indiana that have told me some of the good spots on there. I've been through Indiana a bunch of times. Very nice state. I've heard Evansville's a nice little town there in kind of the middle of nowhere. But hey, awesome, man.
There you go.
Interesting little tidbit there that the writer at this time went to college in Evansville. So fantastic. I don't remember a lot of shows coming from Evansville, but I'm sure they have, had a lot of them back in the day. Obviously, they were having a Raw here, so for whatever reason, they found Evansville to be a decent market to go to for whatever reason. But this show's got a lot of tag matches on here in the beginning and the end of it, so it's going to be good. And then we're also going for the King of the Ring stuff because we're on route to the next pay-per-view, which is going to be the King of the Ring 1997. So kicking off the show tonight is going to be the Legion of Doom, Road Warrior Hawk and Animal. And they're going to be taking on two members of the Hart Foundation, Brian Pillman and Jim Neidhart, in this opening match tonight. I think this is Pillman's first match on TV in ages.
I think you're right. Honestly, it could be a good match as long as the anvil doesn't stick at the joint.
Hey, leave Jim alone. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
The best goatee ever is Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Let me just throw that out there.
I agree. But the best beard ever goes to Veer Mahan.
Veer's got a fucking tremendous beard.
He does.
About that.
Yes, so, and his hair. Good God.
Welcome, Daniel. He says, hello, gents. Sparky Plug is in the building tonight. Yes.
Yes.
Daniel Spark Plug Woodruff is here tonight. At least Prince Iakea is not on this show tonight, Daniel, so that's a good thing. Well, the next match is going to be D'Lo Brown with the rest of the nation, Crush, Faarooq, and Savio Vega, and he's taking on the man that stole Daniel's gimmick. Bob Sparkplug Holly is going to be here, who picked up a big victory last week against Owen.
He did.
Hart. Yeah, in his hometown in Mobile, Alabama, I think it was, or something like that.
Do you think this might start a trend? Do you think he might be on a roll?
I don't know. I think that was a one-time shot that they were giving him for whatever reason in his hometown. So I'm just going to throw that one out there. I think that was a one-time shot, but we'll see if D'Lo picks up the big victory over Bob Holly tonight, because that's going to get him right into title contention, beating a stallion the likes of Sparky Plug. Let me tell you, he's going to go far. Daniel said if Prince Iakea was on the show, I'd use my race card and end the misery of his career.
Oh my God.
He hates Prince Iakea, bro. He hates him. Get him going on it sometimes more than you get him here. He's even worse. He loves it. Dude, the shit's fucking hilarious and stuff. The vile fucking hate he has towards Prince Iakea.
Okay, so
we were talking about how great it would be if people in the matches would just step on his toes because he runs around barefoot and just stomp on his feet. Like Regal should have done that last week on Nitro, but that we'll get to Nitro next week. That's next week here.
I got you.
Then we got on our next match. It's going to be Jerry the King Lawler is going to be taking on Goldust with Marlena in a King of the Ring qualifying match.
And the last match that we saw with last segment we saw with Goldust, his daughter was involved
and the baby for whatever reason. Nobody knows why, but she was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I think she helped him in the victory or something like that.
Yeah,
shit like that. It was pretty forgettable. It was pretty stupid too. So just going to throw that one out there. Now the next match, we have this young up and coming talent. He's a blue chip prospect, so to speak. Rocky Maivia is here. I hear great things about this kid. I hear he might go. I hear he's got some potential. Chris, do you think, from what you've heard on him, on the scouting reports that you've been doing, that young Rocky Maivia might have a chance?
Mark my words, he's a bust. Okay, Barry Horowitz will have a bigger career than The Rock. I'm just saying. Listen
to Brother Martin over here. He knows his shit. He's giving you spoilers in his mind right here.
Bet on the Pittsburgh Pirates to win the World Series this year.
Yep, absolutely. Daniel says Rocky seems like a one-hit wonder. I don't know. I heard good things about him in my scouting reports, but you guys know your stuff, so I might have to,
Now, this man is going to be a freaking legend, okay? You talk about future world champion, the good. Charge.
Hold on while we're on there.
I don't know how to answer that question. That's like, who's your biggest match? What the hell? I've been doing this for fucking 40 years, and you're asking me who the fuck's my biggest
All
match?
right, you're a fucking worthless. You're a fucking worthless drunk. Go to hell, you worthless loser.
Thank you.
That fucking gets me every time. I just gets me every time, that clip. Thank you. You're a worthless drunk. You're a fucking loser. Thank you. All right, moving on. Rocky's taking on Flash Funk tonight, aka Too Cold Scorpio, for lots of known in WCW. So that is that match. Daniel said the Goon held out on the WWF. More money, nope, more beer.
Cold beer and hot sandwiches.
Thank you. All right, the next match is Vader is taking on. Oh, I don't know if this match is gonna go off even before I announce his opponent. Man, this motherfucker's been working hard. He's gonna be in a slumber potentially here. Ahmed Johnson versus Vader. Wake up, Ahmed! Get up! Come on,
wake up, Ahmed.
There ain't enough fucking coffee in Colombia to get this motherfucker up in time in the morning.
Oh my God, yes.
There's not enough, but it is what it is.
Yes, I agree.
Next match is going to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley with Chyna taking on Rockabilly. Why is Rockabilly on every... You cannot say they have not given this guy enough time on Raw the last couple months here. This guy is on every fucking Raw.
It's just not working out.
It wasn't working out from the start, but you can't say they didn't give Rockabilly, the character here, a try. So James says Vader dealt with prison in Kuwait, and yet Ahmed seems like a chore.
Oh my God. Speaking of Ahmed.
Wake me up before you go.
Yeah, go on over to the Facebook page down here and check it out. You can see a great video Chris made for Ahmed here. Tremendous stuff, by the way. Just going to throw that out there. Then
Got
Chris,
Tom Stone, Ahmed Johnson,
right, the Hammer Valentine,
Lee Marshall. My masterpiece was done today, which was Vincent Virgil, the meat sauce master, and check it out, guys.
Fuck money, baby. Fuck money, baby. Green and black.
But I couldn't find that song. But yeah, just
you couldn't find Fuck Money.
No, it's not on here.
Oh,
so yeah,
man, what a shame that YouTube or that I know it's on YouTube, but Facebook doesn't put it in there for their stuff. But you put a very fitting song for it because that's what we all know as Virgil is a Hall of Fame member.
Oh, here it is.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong.
You gotta watch this video, folks.
You will cry. You will cry.
A couple tears down your eyes are gonna come from this.
They will.
The main event here tonight is going to be Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin taking on the British Bulldog and Owen Hart for the WWF Tag Team Championship tonight.
Oh hell yeah! Okay,
good one here.
Which I'm gonna be dead serious. This is widely considered one of the greatest tag team matches in the history of Monday Night Raw.
I don't remember it.
Excellent match. This is one of my top 3 favorite matches with Owen Hart all time. Okay. So I'm excited.
I know I saw it back in the day. I just don't remember it.
Oh man, excellent storytelling. It's a treat.
Oh, it's going to be a good ending of the show. That's why I said it's a pretty big main event there. Daniel says it was in the contract. They need a piss break, so they threw out Rockabilly, the real Double J if they needed a number 2. And he said he compliments you here, and he said your videos are more entertaining than most things on social media. So
thank you.
I think your reels are hilarious shit that you put up on the Facebook page.
There's fantastic. Oh, you know what? I got a great idea. As a tribute to Daniel tomorrow, I'm going to do a Prince IK one.
Whoa, you're gonna have some fucking heat with him on that one.
That or a Rockabilly.
It ain't me, Daniel. It's this guy over here. So more power to you if you're gonna do that. But
that or Rockabilly.
Well, you could put both of them in there if you want. But Daniel might. You live close to Daniel. He might come down near your house and fuck you up. So I say go and do it. Let's see if he's gonna come after you or not. I don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I want to see who. It'll be like fucking Hunger Games. Who's going to win this war right here? Who's going to survive till the end? You got the vibes of Prince IK on your side, I guess.
I do.
All right, everybody. So if you want to watch with us, once again, go over to Peacock or wherever you watch on. Whatever. I know it's different in some countries. You can watch it on other things, but check out whatever app you use to watch. We watch on Peacock. Go to Monday Night Raw, May 26th, 1997 is where it's going to be. And boom. Oh. Daniel says, I just need to unlike the page real quick and then disconnect my internet. I'm going to put that up. That's hate for fucking somebody. And later on in the show, I do have a cameo of the week tonight, Chris.
Oh, I'm excited.
Because cameo, really fast before we get going, my cameo of the week segment, this is the ultimate one, all right? You thought Lee Marshall had a good mustache that you put? This guy makes Lee Marshall's mustache look like a fucking teenage kid trying to pretend that they can grow in one. All right. Ultimate mustache right here.
Don't you disparage the good goddamn
This man is a national treasure too for the shit that he says. And you will absolutely I'll preface it when we get to that point later on with a little video. So for those who might not know this person on what a stud this guy is and just what a badass he is in total. And I mean what I say on this. He's a badass. Yeah. He's an original badass. So it's going to be fun for the cameo of the week. Now let's get to Raw first, though, Chris. Oh. You got the Peacock app loaded up and ready to go.
I am pulling it up right now. Hold on,
pull up your cock. Let's go.
I will pull it up anyway. Come on, pull it out. There we go.
All right, you ready?
Damn it! Come on.
Thank you, Spectrum Internet here, folks. He's getting a little stage fright here when I told him to pull up the cock.
Well, it might go back in his turtle shell, so just
it could. It's okay.
Patience, ladies and gentlemen. All right, come on, there. Well, because it's bike week right now, so like the damn internet is.
Blame the bikers, all right. Blame the bikers for your.
I am blaming the fucking.
Don't make me call Lou Brown, all right. Don't make me
Fuck
call
you, Joe
Brown
Boo.
on you.
Fuck you, Joe Boo. How about
Yeah, let me
that?
tell you, that stuff works. When you believe in the power of Joe Boo, you can turn a whole team around.
Oh, yeah.
That's
All
what I
right,
did.
brother.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
All right, buddy. All right, everybody. If you want to watch along with us, we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit that button right now.
All right.
In 80 countries, 7 languages. Think about how many languages that the World Wrestling Federation, aka the WWE, now is in at this present time. How many countries do you think they're in now?
Over 100.
It's easily, I would say, easily.
How many countries do you think the NWA's in?
I don't know, maybe 2?
What?
U.S. and Canada? I don't fucking know. Daniel sent me the thing for the Crockett Cup this weekend. What the hell is what was that guy's name? Something something Billy Silas whatever. Throwbilly or something like that.
The Thrillbilly Silas.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
That card looks like shit on paper that he showed me because I know you guys were thinking about going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blunt with you. The only one I would really care to see is Damian Sandow.
All right. Daniel's blaming the DOA for Bike Week, so they set it off. And he says that Ahmed Johnson is in 80 countries and not one can understand him.
Yeah. Wonton soup, motherfucker.
He is something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they got a hot crowd here in Evansville to kick this off, bud.
Oh, okay. Your first impressions of the crowd.
I told you I gotta study it a little bit to make.
Oh God!
What is that thing behind Jim Ross?
Is he bald or is it
he
like
looks
this?
like Puppet from? He looks like Puppet from TNA's like taller child.
The midget beating off in a trash can.
God, what is going on there? That kid was hyped.
Yeah,
he doesn't get taken out of the house much. I don't know if he's even housebroke. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Who knows? First match tonight. We're excited for this one here. A little Legion of Doom versus the Hart Foundation.
Greatest tag team of all time.
Oh, nope. Austin's kicking it off right here. Boy, the crowd's hot for him.
Jesus Christ, man. This crowd is banana.
Give it to them so far. They're a pretty lively bunch.
You know, I think the WWE, they went to these smaller cities and smaller towns because they knew the crowd would be rowdy because like they normally thirst for these shows. And the thing is that I wonder how many times the WWE did a live taping in Evansville.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, the reality was they were going to these venues because they were cheaper and they couldn't sell out the bigger ones at this point. But then you're going to fast forward about a year, maybe a little bit longer, and then you're going to have a bunch of friggin', major arenas that they're going to be selling out. Oh, yeah. And think about this, when we look at how hot the Monday Night Wars was, we mentioned this many times. Nitro in the Georgia Dome had like 43,000 people there for a Monday Nitro, and it was packed. And they only like really announced the main event a few days before of Goldberg versus Hogan. So 43,000 people watching a fucking Monday Nitro.
And speaking of big crowds, I gotta give a shout out to AEW. I mean, like they're kicking ass with the ticket sales for Wembley Stadium. So, the last I heard, it was 60,000 they've sold.
How many do you think he bought? How many do you think he bought?
20.
I bet.
20 grand.
I bet you he bought a good chunk of them. But I mean, it's kind of common practice, like with books and stuff, that the publishers will buy their books and then disperse them or do whatever the way they do them. So it looks like they're on the New York Times bestseller when the reality was their publisher probably bought fucking 800,000 copies of it themselves or whatever. Daniel says, if you can't get Lively for Stone Cold this time, you definitely need help if you can't. I agree, Daniel.
Yeah,
Shawn
I agree.
Michaels in a Simpsons shirt, only in 97.
Yeah.
Lawrence, what's going on, my friend? Good day. All greetings from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Great to see you again.
How you doing, my friend? I would say, honestly, well, it's kind of like with WrestleMania is whenever like they pad the numbers. In like WrestleMania 3, like they claimed there was only 90. No wait, they claimed that there was 93,000 people. What when in actuality it was more like 78,000. I don't know how they could get away with padding it that much, but they did.
A lot of fucking comps to give out. I mean, I'm sure the AEW did really, really well, for it out there and did a good 40, 45,000 probably, but they're doing some. Dude, the fucking Road Warriors are they're my favorite tag team of all time. I love it.
Would you
Anytime that music hit, it just the crowd
just jacked you up.
It did. It's one of the greatest entrance songs of all time. Is Elite?
I agree. I agree. Would you pay for a ring-worn pair of those spikes?
Fuck yeah! If I had the money to afford something like that, if they were going for the right price, I would definitely get one of those if they were from the LOD. That'd be a great thing to bring to the memorabilia room.
Did you see the thing on the Most Wanted Treasures last night?
Yeah, I watched it last night. It was a good one. I'm glad they got Brett his jacket back.
Yeah.
That guy that they bought it off of, though, that guy's a fucking creep.
Really?
He's weird. He's a creep, this guy. I'm telling you, there's something about him.
Was this the one where Natalia went with him?
Yeah, the one with Natalia.
Okay.
Yeah. That dude with the Bret Hart room was creepy as fuck. He was probably sniffing his fucking his singlets and shit.
Oh, God.
Dude, really creepy. But he did the right thing selling it back to them because they gave it to Bret, and it meant a lot to him. Bret got choked up. Lawrence said, I was at Nitro in Brisbane on their Australian tour. Saw Shane Douglas run in from the crowd not far from where I was sitting. Lawrence, how old are you? Were you a younger kid then, a teenager? So about how old were you at the time?
So like the Nitro he's talking about was in 2000. So
gotcha.
Yeah. That was a tour where Hoovy got fired.
Oh, the one where he went like butt naked in the hotel or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel said the Road Warriors were told they were coming out first. Now they are mad at Austin and HBK for stealing their spotlight. I want to be LOD, man. I'm telling you. I want to get into them. Lawrence said, never been to WWE's tours of Australia, but happy to say I did see WCW.
Oh, yeah.
WCW was actually great to see back in the day. I saw Thunder. I've seen a Nitro. Just tremendous stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Always loved it, too. Loved it. You got to get out and check out a WWE show when they come to your neck of the woods, Lawrence. They always put on a great show, in my opinion, live. The live events are an absolute blast to go to.
Oh, yeah. And for us here, like they normally stop in Florence, Charleston. They normally stop in Columbia, Greenville, Wilmington, Fayetteville, Charlotte. So like those basic areas.
All right, so this is really noticeable here. Watch how Pillman is walking right now, Chris.
From the accident?
Yep. Look at his how he's walking right now. You can see it on his leg. You can tell the instability of his one leg completely.
God damn that breaks my heart.
I'm interested to see what he can do here because you can tell with how he was walking there that you can see it with it how he was running there when he threw him to the outside.
Wasn't he stoned one night by with his pills and he stepped down and he like refractured his ankle?
I don't remember that or anything like that. It very well could have happened. So I don't remember, at all on that. But
which I'm not trying to talk shit about Brian.
No. He was going through a tough time at that point. It very well could have happened.
Because like
36 going on 37. Well, happy almost birthday to you, Lawrence.
Oh, he's in our age group.
Right around there, yeah. So you would have been about in 2000 if that was the case for you. You would have been about 12 or 13 probably as a little Lawrence going to Nitro.
Yeah,
ooh,
baby.
Jesus. Fucking Hawk there almost dropped poor Pillman on his head. Well, I'm sorry, Pillman.
Fuck you up.
Dude.
Good God.
Hawk and Animal were two strong sons of bitches, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the another strong son of a bitch that people don't realize there. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, former professional football player, too.
Oh, I'm not trying to talk shit about the Anvil. It's just that which I was never a fan of his.
He was the Jannetty of the group.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect, but he was the Jannetty of the group.
He was a fantastic piece when it came to the original Hart Foundation. Him and Brett had wonderful chemistry, but past that, I was not a fan of his.
Yep. He just never did it on his own as a singles. It just didn't fit.
And
he was great with Brett. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked his teaming with Owen there in the early 90s. I thought it was cheesy, but it was good. And
the new foundation.
Yeah, it was funny, you know, to see. I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. And then seeing Anvil in those parachute pants like he's Coco Beware.
Brother, that was awesome.
Energy. I mean, pretty awesome stuff. Never did it as a singles, though, for me. Daniel said Pillman in WWF was fun to see in the mic, but in the ring, painful. He had no business being in the ring at this point in time.
No. He's just doing it to get a check because he wants to take care of his family. So I can respect that. I understand.
Yep. Lawrence said, thought about going to a WWE show. Reason I haven't is a lot of current WWE sucks. All right, Lawrence, I agree with you 100% on this, but I'm going to tell you, the live shows, if it's like just a regular house show, even with as dreadful as their product is, and it is dreadful most of the time, that live shows are an absolute blast. I'm with you. I don't watch the product currently. I'll keep up with it. I watch Mania. I'll watch
the pay-per-views are outstanding.
They're very good. The last few ones, I very much enjoyed the last.
But the week-to-week product,
and I won't watch it either. But the house shows, dude, check them out, man. They're a lot of fun. I just went to one in January, and it was a great time.
Because it's kind of like with Backlash. Honestly, what made it for me was the crowd.
Yeah. It was one of the best crowds I've ever seen at a wrestling show.
Yeah, oh yeah, that and Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, they were the MVPs of the night. Dude, Bad Bunny is the best celebrity wrestler I've ever seen.
You know, I think this is a long shot. Don't quote me on this. I'm saying this is 100% fact, but I'm going to tell you right now. I think that they might do for SummerSlam. I think they might do Roman versus Bad Bunny.
Do you realize how much of that attention that would get?
It would get a lot.
That would be the highest rated SummerSlam of all time. That would be social media, views, everything. That would break records.
It would definitely do well, I think. And people who are saying, "Oh, Bad Bunny, he's a singer, whatever it is," blah blah blah. The guy's got like a fucking massive presence online. They're not bringing this guy back for no reason. You know, he prints money out, folks. So
he is literally one of the most downloaded musicians in the world.
I liked him too, Lawrence, as Flying Brian, and you know I love him as Flying Brian.
God, yeah,
one of my favorite lightweight wrestlers of all time.
That and the Hollywood Blondes, phenomenal
absolutely.
tag team.
Hollywood Blondes was great.
Yes,
that Bad Bunny would have to get down on his knees and acknowledge his tribal chief. Yes. Think about what great mainstream stuff that would be for Roman Reigns, who's also, you know, rumored to be transitioning into Hollywood here in the very near future as well, and start looking on, you know, towards his future a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. And the thing is like with Roman, I mean, what more does Roman have to prove? I don't blame him for wanting to transition.
Oh, how could you?
He would be a
Cena, worked well for The Rock, you know.
I think that he would have a phenomenal presence when it comes to the movie screen.
If Dave Bautista can do it, he can do it too.
Which I know this might not be very popular, but I think Dave, he's the most talented out of all the wrestlers turned actors.
Really?
Yes, I think Dave's fantastic. I would say Dave, then Dwayne, and then Cena.
Interesting take. I do like what he does. I think Dave is very talented out there. I don't know about out of all of them the most talented. I'd have to go with, honestly, The Rock. Cena would be number 2 for me. I think if you watch Peacemaker, the series that
he's amazing.
He's tremendous. His movies are hilarious. He's done some great comedies. He was good in the Fast and the Furious stuff. Haven't seen the new or the supposed final one yet, but Cena really came into his own too. Far cry from his Marine days.
I think Roman Reigns and Jason Momoa, they could do a remake of the movie Twins.
I love Twins, that movie. I love that movie.
Because I swear to God, Roman and Jason, they were separated at birth. Dude,
they do look pretty close to one another.
They do.
Let's see. Nice baseball slide by Shawn. Literally no chance of hitting Austin.
Yes.
Lorraine says, sounds like the live show. WWE actually does put on a show. May have to check them out. Maybe the main product could learn from the live stuff. Yeah, that's a great point, Lawrence. It's interesting to see with a lot of the stuff on the main show why they can't get it to resonate. And then you go into these, house shows, and they're just a fun atmosphere. People get into them, and they're great.
And like the great part about it is like the wrestlers get more freedom to just be themselves
and practice and have fun and work on their matches, get the crowd involved. It's great. Finished watching season 1 of Peacemaker. Great show. I can't wait till it comes back, Lawrence. I hope it comes back pretty soon. I don't know. I don't think it got canceled or anything. I think it was a pretty big hit for them.
Oh, yeah.
Sonny's with the Super Soaker again.
Oh, that is true.
All right, kids. Just fair warning here, disclaimer. Sonny's Super Soaker has vodka in it, so do not fill it with vodka. Water. Agua.
God.
Water.
Agua, ladies and gentlemen.
No vodka. No gin. No tequila. No nothing. Do not follow the lead of Tammy Sonny Sitch.
Because she's a murderer. Anyways, this is the thing. Speaking of being famous and just rocking all the statistics and all that, did you hear what Dana White said about Power Slap?
No.
He said that Power Slap gets more social media attention than Major League Baseball, the National Football League, National Hockey League, and the WWE combined.
Yeah. Okay. That's the most delusional, fucking dumb, and asinine comment I've heard in a long time. How?
The damn show got canceled, so how the hell do you figure?
It got sent to fucking Rumble. It got sent to the Rumble app, which is a scrub version of YouTube that has no filters on it. So every dipshit in the world that wants to put some hateful, stupid thing out there, they're not going to block them. They got moved to Rumble, okay? What a dumbass.
Isn't Rumble like the right-wing YouTube?
I wouldn't say it's right-wing. It's an uncensored YouTube version of YouTube, supposedly. So because they can say whatever they want and do whatever they want there. They don't care.
Because I've never seen Rumble, so I don't know. I didn't even know that was like YouTube.
Big in Russia. Oh, interesting. Well, the Russians do love fighting. The Power Slap stuff.
Yeah, they do. WWE what about Power Stutter? I think Power Stutter would be a hit.
Hey, you give it a whirl. You know how it works out for you, dude. Give it a whirl. Try it. Why not?
Oh, which I forgot to say this last week. I'm sorry, Paul Bromwell.
Good. Give us another one.
I'm sorry, Paul Bromwell.
There you go. Dana White was too busy smacking his wife when she was disagreeing with him. That's how Power Slap, the idea probably came up for him. He's doing that silly shit. I honestly, though, I told you, I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was. But a bigger, presence than all those combined. Yeah, no. Yep. Dana, lay off the drugs or whatever you're using, because that's ridiculous.
Well, one of his best friends it did get caught lying over 30,000 times within a 4-year period, so maybe it rubbed off on him.
Power Slap sucks. Would rather watch better stupid shit like Jackass, more entertaining.
I agree.
I love Jackass. That's a great. They always do such a fucking. I remember when it came out and Viva La Bam and all that. It was great.
Oh yeah, it was.
I haven't seen the last movie they did though. Have you seen it?
I took my son. Dicks everywhere. I was not prepared. I was not prepared at all. And my son's like, Dad, there's a dick on the screen.
Yeah, no thanks. Here he comes, Sparky Plug, Bob Holly. He's coming out to take on D'Lo Brown.
Who did you know D'Lo has a degree in accounting?
Yes, I knew that.
Yes. So
guy.
So he's going to calculate what it takes to beat Sparkplug.
I'd say he's got a 33 and a third chance.
Uh-oh.
Pull a little Steiner math out here. I can't do it. I'm not that smart.
Nothing's finer than Scott Steiner.
They're rehashing the big upset victory over Owen Hart last week.
It's the hometown thing.
Oh, 100%. I don't think there's any way he's winning this one.
I love his theme.
Look at you want to get us. You want to get that fucking awesome singlet he's got on with the checkered flag.
Would you pay $5 for it?
Yeah, sure.
And frame it?
All right, $5 and a hot sandwich and a cold beer. Why not?
Oh man, and oh yeah, and like to check out, make sure to check out our page. And I posted a thing about with a guy being caught on fire, and I'm sure
crotch on fire.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is he didn't have to use his Manscaped lawnmower that night.
The best part of that clip was the end when they put on the Curb Your Enthusiasm music and the guy in the wheelchair just pops right up. And that was tremendous. In fact, stand by. Let me pop this up for everybody. Give me a minute.
Was that XPW?
I have no idea what that was, dude. I'm sorry. I got no idea.
Because it wasn't wrestling. It was garbage.
I have no idea, bro. That was a whole other level. Let me find this guy here really quick.
Oh my god. Faarooq is he's dropping bombs right now.
He's always dropping bombs.
Yeah.
He's always dropping.
What?
All right. It's here, but my Facebook is not co-op. I don't remember my password. I'm not going to reset it right now. Go check it out on the page. Chris put it there. It's just fucking hilarious.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Pop it up here and share it. My favorite part is the ending with the Curb Your Enthusiasm. The guy just rolling up in a wheelchair, just sitting over there. He says Sparky's going to win 2 in a row. That's what they call a winning streak. It has happened before. Quote, who does that wonderful quote, Chris?
Lou Brown.
The greatest manager in the history of baseball, Lou Brown.
Yes.
Let's see. I saw the last movie of Jackass. I was actually surprised at how well they did. But yes, they went cheapy with the crew to make up for being older, taking less bumps with big stunts, etc. And the last Jackass film reminded me of Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. Yeah, think about that. These guys have been doing this for like 25, 30 years, and they're still going in, 50 plus years old for most of them. Daniel says Firecrotch is going to sell merchandise for a long time. He's got new ways to sell weed whackers. Add some fire and no extinguisher. You'll be good. That's a good T-shirt idea right there.
Yeah.
That's a great T-shirt idea. I like that.
Dude, genius ideas. No, hold on. I'm trying to find it right now. Wrestler sets his groin on fire. Hold on.
What would provoke somebody to do that?
I don't know.
What about the guy at XPW? What was his name? Masada, who a few weeks ago at whatever the event, California or whatever it was called, Shitifornia, whatever they do. And then
I can't believe they're still in business.
I don't know how they are either. For anybody who hasn't seen it, this idiot goes up there and tries to pretend like he's Ricky the fucking Dragon Steamboat. But he obviously doesn't know how to spit fire correctly and ends up spitting the alcohol back into his face, which then ignited the fire into his face where he got 2nd and 3rd degree burns. Real fucking smart on that one, Masada. Good job.
Well, this is also the same group that had that had a wrestler that put a needle in his penis. And it
gets worse and worse with them every time, doesn't it?
God damn, yeah. It's bad.
I thought his match was pretty funny at WrestleMania a couple of years ago, Lorenz. I didn't think it was half bad. I thought it served its purpose. It had some funny run-ins and stuff. But boy, Sami Zayn has come far since that match, huh? What about you, Chris? Did you like it?
What? The match
Johnny Knoxville Zayn match at Mania a few years back?
I think that stole the show. It was fantastic.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was pretty good. Definitely wasn't bad. Daniel said Masada won't be teaching any safety classes anytime soon. He's flagged by OSHA. They're not letting him near any place.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so this Undertaker and Faarooq feud was very, very poorly done, in my opinion. What do you think, Chris?
Without a shadow of a doubt, it was terrible.
It's so forgettable because the Austin and the HBK stuff has totally, and the overshadowed this. Like, they've barely given any time for this on the Raws leading up to the King of the Ring here. Maybe they're going to ramp it up in the next couple of weeks, the next couple episodes. I don't remember, but I think they've done a really shitty job of building this matchup for Faarooq versus Undertaker for the title.
Oh, yeah, like without a doubt. Oh, damn it, I'm trying to – hold on.
Jerry Lawler's here, folks, clowning on a little Goldust. Of course, Jerry's got to be in the King of the Ring because he is the king of wrestling, right?
Without a shadow of a doubt, I think that he is a legend that deserves love, respect, and a potential shit. What's it called? Wow, I'm having a brain fart right now. A restraining order against him, especially with high schoolers. Anyways,
Laurent says Sami Zayn has come far, or as far as WWE will let him. I think they could definitely, if they would have, or could maybe do it a little differently, they could still push this guy to be something even bigger than they already got him at right now. I'm afraid he's going to get lost in the shuffle here very soon.
Who's that?
Sami Zayn.
I think that God, I hate saying this. I think they put him as high as he could possibly go.
I think if they would have done it, properly, I think they could have built him up even higher. Dude, you can get that King of the Ring inflatable chair for only $60, bro.
Wow!
Just don't let your cat near it, or that $60 just got flushed down the toilet.
$60 for that?
For that inflatable chair.
Fuck
$60 for that. Tremendous. What a deal.
Steal of a deal whenever you go to the Dollar Tree and get one.
Here comes Goldust right now.
Here comes
lovely Marlena.
Here comes Daddy.
I love the Goldust character.
I think it's fantastic.
It's my favorite version of Dustin Rhodes.
Yes.
All the different things that he's done.
I agree.
Goldust is my favorite one. It's such a great character. He did just a perfect job with this character. The shit with Booker T later on where he's stuttering because he got electrocuted. I love it. Daniel says he's watching this in his King of the Ring inflatable chair right now.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous. Bastard.
Christopher says that's less than a haircut and a beard trim. $60 for a haircut and a beard trim, Christopher?
Yeah. What? Eventually, when I do get there,
when was the last time you got a fucking haircut?
It's 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I guess you're saving money at the barber.
Yeah. It was October of 2017. The day after my dad.
Plan on ever cutting it?
When it gets to the point to where it's extremely annoying and very overbearing.
One day you're just gonna get a wild hair up your ass and just go cut all your hair off or something.
Oh yeah, because you notice that there's times where I just randomly shave my beard. Yeah, and it's just because I'm like, fuck it, I just want to do it, and yeah, that's more than likely that's probably what's gonna happen.
Let's see. Laurent said he would love to see Sami Zayn make a comeback as El Generico.
Oh, that'd be great. Loved
Goldust's street fight with Roddy Piper. That street fight at WrestleMania was awesome. I loved it.
Oh yeah, outstanding.
Daniel says that Brutus will cut your hair just for the cold beer. See, grab him a 12-pack of Milwaukee's Best and bring it by, and you get a bitchin' haircut from Brutus the barber.
Okay, I think we could potentially work that out.
The only thing you have to know, though, is he's going to put you in the sleeper hold and choke you out first.
Oh, God.
You just have to know that's going to happen. All right?
Well,
Make
I don't
sure
know.
Somebody is there to watch out over you while he's knocked you out and cutting your hair, though.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on.
Christopher wants to see Brutus get Brutus on and live stream the cut. That would be a tremendous idea right there, Christopher. I like that.
I would do it if we have our Renegades. They
hot sandwich and cold beer. Get them on.
A hot sandwich,
right here. I'm telling you, it's a great idea. These days, I just let my hair grow out when I've had enough. Shave it off. I think it's like the thing a lot of people do when they get older. They just get tired of maintaining it. And they're like, who do I got to impress anymore? Cut that shit off.
All right, I finally got it.
Look at Jerry's outfit here. God, the King's outfit is horrendous here.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, hold on. I'm working on it right now. Wait, hold on. Is that okay? So is that like leopard print?
It looks like it's like some type of weird looking leopard print. I have no idea really. I've never seen him in that.
Oh God.
Beautiful pile driver there by Jerry Lawler. Does he have the best pile driver, you think, in wrestling history?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes.
Yeah, I got to go with you too. Goldust just bitch slapped Lawler there.
Hold on, I gotta hit.
Kick down low right there. Goldust, what's he gonna do? He's gonna go try to match his pile driver. Oh yes, and he does.
Beautiful.
Crowd's really not into this match though. They're kind of dead for this, in my opinion. Jerry gets his foot on the rope there, so this is still going on. God, Marlena was hot back in the day. I'm sure she's very beautiful now still, but she was fucking smoking here. Daniel says the best pile driver in wrestling history was Coco Beware singing about it.
Like a hot that was. Oh, dude, absolute outstanding album. Dear God, I'm trying to get this screen up, and it is being a pain in the ass right now.
Don't worry about it, bro. It's all good.
Oh God, hold on.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying, guys.
Don't even worry about it.
All right. Just go on our page and check it out. There you go. All right.
Fire stunt goes horror. It was at an Indiana wrestling event, Chris. That's what it says.
Yes.
J.J. Allen suffered second-degree burns to his legs, but the trick could have had far worse consequences. It was from 2021, and for whatever reason, it just got viral now.
Yeah, that's what I was reading, is that it was from like 2 years ago. And why is this thing not letting me back out the screen? Hold on. I'll be right back.
Sure. Chris will be back in a second here. What these people do on these indie shows just is remarkable sometimes. $20 they're getting paid for. They're going to light themselves on fucking fire. But hey, do what you got to do. If that's what you love, go ahead. I don't know what's going on here with Jerry and Goldust, but these two are definitely not having a lot of chemistry with one another, in my opinion. Let's see. They said Terry didn't look great last time I saw her, in my opinion. She looked rough at the indie show. She's got to be in her late 50s or 60s now, Daniel.
Oh, yeah. The show that me and Daniel went to, she looked rough. I'll be honest with you. Thank you for reminding me, Daniel. And the thing is that she looked drunk. She carried her dog into the ring. So she was supposed to show up to the meet and greet. She was like the free add-on, for like your general ticket. You can meet her. And she didn't even bother to show up for meet and greet.
That's kind of shitty. All right, Chris, I got it up.
Okay, perfect.
Ready? All right,
yes.
So here's the Great Balls of Fire. I believe this is it right here.
I hope it has the edit for this. Yeah.
I hope it does too. All right, it's loading up. Give me a second.
Who really owns the network? And where does your traffic go?
Do you own the network?
I don't fucking know.
Build your core network.
Build your core network.
#1 backbone.
All right.
I will.
All right, this ad for whatever this is almost done. Aerolian. Look at him. What a fucking dope. Weed whacker. the best part here is right here.
Would you put him out? Put him out.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you deserve this.
It's better with when they put the Curb Your Enthusiasm music in with it. Once the fucking fans are trying to douse him with their beer and get him out, he runs away, and then the guy in the wheelchair just strolls right over, and you just hear the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. Oh, it's so good.
No. No offense, but John, if that was me or you and somebody set themselves on fire, then you know what me and you would do? Just sit back and be like, dumbass.
I'm just gonna fucking get the popcorn out and watch.
Survival of the fittest, right?
It's something. It's something, all right. You got to be a special sort of person to do something that fucking dumb for $20 and a hot dog.
I'm gonna get a pizza cutter too. Don't forget about that.
All right, Jerry the King Lawler here is. This match is over with Goldust. Thankfully, Terry gave him a good slap.
Yeah,
we were more worried about Firecrotch. That this match wasn't very interesting.
We were worried about Lindsay Lohan. I'm sorry.
They have not done a very good job so far on this show with the matches and everything. It hasn't been very underwhelming so far.
Yeah. Come on, Jerry.
Dude, Jerry just put in some great stunt work there. He rolled all the way down the Titantron entranceway there. He went all the way down.
And then Terry stepped on.
Hey, Jerry liked to be trampled.
He seems like that kind. He seems like the type to get like a really, really fat woman to just jump on him and smother him.
Daniel says the best was literally no one had any idea what was going on with the fire spot at all. Nobody. Like, you don't have the fire marshal there or anything like that at the show.
No.
You're going to light yourself on fire without having some fucking extinguishers nearby.
I wonder if
really
Jim Cornette.
Thought out plan.
I wonder if Jim Cornette has seen that.
You know he has. You know somebody sent it to him and he ripped him.
Outlaw Mud Show bullshit.
Put him out. Yeah. Put him out. Put him out.
And I'm sure Jim Cornette's like, fuck it. Let the bastard burn.
Rand says, back in the day, you light yourself on fire. The big leagues may hire you from some indie wrestling, but these days everybody does it. You're better off being able to work a match. I agree. Yep. It was rare back in the late 90s or so when ECW was around, mid to late 90s. Now every dipshit will do anything if you give them some opportunity. They think they're going to go viral.
That's like with AEW. Like, with all due respect, I think they bleed way too fucking much.
A ton. Daniel says he's not wasting his beer to put that bum out.
What about Piss Jug?
What's Piss Jug?
Well, he was a really obese fan that would carry a jug of piss to shows and would drink it as he was watching the show. I think Piss Jug might be able to put him out.
Maybe. On that note, now that you mentioned Piss Jug, I'm going to take a piss break, so I'll be right back.
All right, here we go. The blue chip prospect that's not going to amount to jack squat. Rocky Maivia, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you get the view of him right now, because it ain't going to last long. This is my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Rocky Maivia is a flash in the pan, and he ain't going to amount to much. So, in which I'm going to tell you this right now. Once again, World Series pick this year, Pittsburgh Pirates will win it all this year. And Super Bowl, we're going to go. We are going to go. I'm going to a spicy pick here. I am going to say we are going to go with the Houston Texans. Super Bowl champions this year, ladies and gentlemen. Mark that shit down. The Rock ain't going to amount to shit. The Pirates can win the World Series, and the Texans are going to the Super Bowl. Whenever you win those millions of dollars, thank me. So, yeah. So, like, right now we got Rocky Maivia versus Flash Funk. All right, hold on. He's like, Shawn passed out on the floor as Austin found him. Too many drugs there, Shawn. True. Sunny days. Anyways, Rocky, don't call me Dwayne Maivia is here. What a jabroni. Speaking of jabronis, hi, Flash Funk. Yeah, it's a damn shame when it came to the whole Flash Funk thing. I just wasn't a fan of it. And then whenever they tried to revive the gimmick with Brodus Clay, yeah. I wouldn't say. Daniel, would you say that Brodus Clay was an updated version of Flash Funk? The Headbangers stole your $60 chairs. Those bastards. Speaking of the Headbangers, from what I was reading, they just recently signed I think it's a Legends deal with the WWE, and good for them. Honestly, like, they're really, really good guys in real life, and I hope that they can benefit greatly from that deal. Oh, rock bottom, ladies and gentlemen. A less entertaining version, I would say. Yes, I agree. I mean, because he's the current NWA champion, man. He's just steamrolling through that stacked roster they got. Oh, The Rock. Up on his feet. Come on. There's like no crowd reaction right now for The Rock. Like, in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, The Rock was on the chopping block at this point. And I'm not trying to rhyme, even though that's not a crime. They signed They signed a Legends deal and still doing shows everywhere now. Okay, well, good for the Headbangers, and hopefully by having like a Legends deal, like that could help them. Their value on the Indies could be increased. All right. Rocky and Flash it up. Oh, God. So the Headbangers are attacking Flash and The Rock. Can someone explain to me the logic behind all this? Oh, good God. Flash Funk just got hit with an old school boombox, ladies and gentlemen. And you think the skipping was bad then? Just wait after you smack somebody with it. Where the hell's the ref at? Oh, crossbody. 2, 3. And the crowd goes mild. It was two goody two shoes, which wasn't true to The Rock at all. The guy had a charisma, and he started smiling and being happy was the way to go. Yeah, I think honestly The Rock is a way better heel than babyface, and I think he was fantastic at being a heel. With all seriousness,
it sucks to get old, Chris.
So yeah. Apparently, John, the Headbangers came in, stole Daniel's chair.
Uh-oh.
And then they smacked Flash Funk with the boombox and helped The Rock get a win.
That's some fucking awesome storytelling right there.
It is.
It sucks to get old, Chris. When you're old,
what?
You fucking pee nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
You break that seal once and it's all over with. I drink a lot of water every day, too. I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day. So it's like, It's the worst thing when you're old and you got to fucking pee all the time.
And especially whenever you are in like a hurry to go somewhere and you gotta stop and pee, and it takes like 5 minutes.
That's why I hate flying. And one of the main reasons I hate flying, even though I fly a lot, I hate it. Like, I like the window seat, but then you're cooped up next to everybody, and if somebody's passed out and you gotta go drain the lizard, it's over for you.
Oh yeah, that's why they should have like little tubes you can attach.
Seriously, good idea. Yeah. Daniel says Headbangers are on the same crap list as Prince Ayakea. Oh God, they should hire the people from Jackass how to do stupid shits and stunts properly on the indie scene.
That's not a bad idea.
Go bring in Johnny Knoxville for as a consultant.
Mankind's talking about his testicle being the size of a grapefruit.
Was Mick Foley just the best at this point in time with everything that he did?
Outstanding, but why is he talking about his genital region?
I have no idea. I have no idea. They're going to go back to the moment there that made it for Mick and made him love wrestling. Jimmy Superfly Snuka jumping off the top of that cage onto, was it Don Morocco?
Yes.
Okay. The moment that changed his life, he says.
Straight up, I love Mick Foley. I have nothing but great things to say about him. He was so damn talented, he got 4 gimmicks over, okay? And the most wrestlers, they have a hard enough time getting 1.
Yeah, and he got 4 of them over.
Just,
look who's up next, buddy. They've been fucking brewing coffee in the back for hours for this dude.
Jesus Christ. Read what Lawrence wrote.
I know what you mean by having to pee a lot as you get older. Feels like my dick has turned into an elephant drum carrying tons of water.
Yes.
It's tremendous analogy right there, Lawrence. I'm gonna steal that one if you don't mind one of these days.
He loved talking about his genital region, that testicular fortitude. Yes.
Yeah, Mick did refer to that stuff a lot, Daniel. That's very true.
Well, I mean, just Mick was balls to the walls.
So I was on because I joined that Click This, the little like their Click This Army or whatever it was. So yeah. Watching this last week, Waltman was on, and they did the Nash and Friends, which it's a lot of fun for anybody if you're a fan of Kevin Nash and the work that he did throughout the years. I love his show, Click This with Sean Oliver. So I joined up with that $10 tier, and then you got to watch along live with them this week. And they watched the match with Diesel and Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon and the Kid at an In Your House. Yeah. One of the questions was they were asking him about Todd Pettengill, surprisingly enough. Yes. People, there must have been like 4 or 5 questions about Todd Pettengill in there. Yeah. Like people were interested in this guy. I think people also thought he was a little creepy as well, but he did not have anything. They did not have anything bad to say about Todd Pettengill, which kind of surprised me because he seemed like kind of a creep.
Which I would like to think that we're helping Todd get his name out there again. I'm just saying.
I think Todd's doing fine for himself. He's a pretty big radio guy, I think, in New York City.
Little by little.
I think he's doing pretty good for himself.
If we could get at least 3 people to notice Todd, I'm happy. So yes.
The way he treated Jerry, he's always got heat with me.
That son of a bitch.
He's never going to be on my good list for the way that he treated Jerry.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking Pillman is on fire with this promo.
Daniel says Mick Foley could have Jimmy Snuka changing his life. Watching Ahmed Johnson change my life for the worse.
Oh God.
Whereas says Cactus Jack, my favorite Mick Foley character. Love his Cactus Jack stuff throughout the various promotions.
Bang bang.
Cactus Jack is my favorite version too, Lawrence. I know Dude Love is Daniel's, if I remember correctly. What about you, Chris? What's your favorite Mick Foley personality?
Cactus Jack.
Yeah, I do too. I love Cactus Jack.
Bang bang.
I love them all, but Cactus Jack for me is my favorite one.
My favorite match of his it was one from the Royal Rumble 2000 facing
Triple H.
Yep, in the street fight.
I loved his WCW stuff as Cactus Jack too. He just had no regards for himself.
His stuff with Vader was outstanding.
Absolutely amazing. The whole Abdul the Butcher and him thing that they would do where they beat the shit out of each other, then tag up together and everything was fucking great.
Oh yeah.
Daniel says, yeah, Dude Love is 100% for him. I knew that one that Daniel loved.
This theme song makes me want to run through a fucking wall right now.
You probably could if you listen to this thing. It'd hype you up so much. You're gonna wake up the next day with a broken neck and maybe some skull fractures, but I think you'll get through it. Kids, don't try this at home. Play that song, run through a wall, see how it works.
Oh yeah. I wonder if they've ever had a firework go off and go straight into the crowd.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened more than a few times, actually. I guarantee you it's happened a few times. Lorraine says Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk. Absolute classic stuff when they would face. Yeah, yes. him and Terry were great together. He loves Terry Funk.
Charlie.
You ain't sucking mule.
Your mother's a whore.
Your mother's a whore. God, Terry Funk.
I watched I started watching a show that I'm falling in love with called Quantum Leap.
Oh, with Scott Bakula?
Yes. And I saw the episode with Terry Funk in it.
I've never watched the show a day in my life.
Oh, dude. Okay, so Scott Bakula, he went into the body of a wrestler, and basically he was given future information that his tag team partner was going to die within the ring. So like the tag team that they were facing were called the Shilohs, and Terry Funk was the main guy. So it was a good episode. So like
Didn't
Peacock,
they remake the show too? Didn't it get rebooted or something?
Yeah, it's not as good.
Daniel says Dude Love versus Austin over the Edge 98 with Vince as a referee is the go-to Foley match. It is a really good match.
Oh, I agree.
And then Lorraine says outside of Ric Flair, Cactus Jack, my favorite feud for Terry Funk. He did have a great feud with Ric Flair, Lawrence, no doubt about it. And Lawrence said, love that match.
Oh, yeah. My favorite is the one with Triple H. I loved his feud with that. And hell, even one of like my favorite matches, it was him facing Hunter on the show that they did at Madison Square Gardens in 1997. And remember, like the pile driver through the table right in front of the stage?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, excellent match. And then that led to was that the one where they had the dumpster pushed over the side of the?
That was the New Age Outlaws.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was against the New Age Outlaws. Daniel says Ken Shamrock on commentary again this week. Don't dare sit on my inflatable chair, sir.
Don't do it.
Oh boy, is he awake? Here he is.
You wake him up before he goes.
Wow, he looks extra fucking miserable today.
Oh yes.
What the fuck? Did he just like jump out of the shower?
No shit. Which I hope somebody.
He's got to have at least 3 bottles of baby oil on him right here.
Which I hope someone tags him.
I don't think he knows how to use a computer.
Stop!
It's true. I'm just being honest. I don't think he knows how to use a fucking computer. This guy.
What about Greg Valentine?
Left in his head. My God, get the smell and salts went into high gear. Ahmed is awake, slumbering down the ramp.
Whenever we grow like a little bit more, we are going to have a shirt store, and damn it, we're going to have a Wake Up Ahmed shirt.
Yes. You'll be at a fucking convention somewhere going to do one of these cons we'll be at, and Ahmed will be there. He's gonna run over from the fucking he's gonna run over from his fucking table and just Pearl River plunge me right through a fucking table on the concrete. And
then your response is like, "You actually woke up. Good job.
You got up, man. You might have broke my neck, but you got up. Wake up, Ahmed."
Does he still get invited to the conventions?
Yeah, he does. He was just at the some wrestling con a few weeks ago, I saw.
Dear God.
Love the match between Vader and Cactus, where Cactus took real punches to the face and Vader gave him a black eye, swollen up face. Crazy stuff. They were so stiff with one another, Lawrence, when they would wrestle.
Wasn't that the Halloween Havoc match?
I don't remember exactly when it was. I'd like to think it was around that time frame, maybe even Starrcade, but I can't remember right offhand.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Looking for a plug outlet somewhere.
Wake up.
Anywhere. He's going to be drooling on the promo book. Jesus. God. He picked Vader up like he was nothing. Jeez. That's not an easy task right there, buddy.
Ahmed, the only thing he had going for him was his look. That is it. He's fucking dreadful in the ring.
These guys are rolling around like two chicks having a cat fight right now.
Meow. Just imagine having to smell Vader's
fuck no.
Singlet.
Fuck no, I don't want to be anywhere near him because in a singlet. That thing hasn't been probably washed in about fucking 3 years.
Yeah,
that's how he won his matches. They didn't want to come near him anymore.
They're advertising UFC.
That's really interesting that they're advertising the UFC at this point, unless the UFC paid for it.
Yeah.
I think at this point in time, and I could be wrong with this, Chris, but I believe at this point in time, Shane McMahon had been angling Vince to buy the UFC and was looking to buy it at this point. Maybe that could be a reason, but he was angling to buy it around this time, if I remember.
The hell's wrong with Vince?
Well, the UFC didn't go real mainstream till about 05, 06 with the Bonner and Griffin fight. They were just a fucking just negative after negative every year in the red.
Do you think that they would have turned into another WBF if Vince would have bought it that early?
I don't think they would have been able to understand how to do anything with it at the time.
Yeah,
I really don't. It was a dead market for them with the UFC.
Yeah.
They couldn't get sanctioned anywhere barely. Pay-per-view draws were the shits. People just
it was human cockfighting.
That's what they labeled it as at the time, and that's the stim, that's the way that people, believe that it was just human cockfighting, which I don't ever see that with it. I've watched UFC from the beginning, and I never saw it from that perspective, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ahmed woke up long enough to.
That was a quick match, though. He wasn't getting paid by the hour tonight. Daniel said that's why they were rolling around. Ahmed was falling asleep and getting annoyed by Vader's smelly gear. When are we going to have more UFC versus WWE matches? Lawrence, I firmly believe, really quick, in Japan, Antonio did a heap of pro wrestling versus MMA. Yes, he did. That is a fact. And Daniel says Ahmed won, now he can go to bed. Lawrence, I think you're going to see the UFC crossover into the WWE next year. And I'm going to go as far as to make a very bold claim that I think in the next year or two, you will get Conor McGregor versus Roman Reigns at maybe a WrestleMania.
And if they were smart, the heat between Matt Riddle and Dana White.
Matt Riddle's a pimple on the ass.
I know.
Nothing.
True. But build into stories like real life stories. And Dana White has a massive disdain for Matt Riddle. Or you could have Ronda fighting like the current females and like the current UFC females saying you're a sellout, you're this, you're that, and Ronda's like, okay, bitch, come on. I think they could potentially do a lot.
If Matt Riddle is still employed by the WWE at the end of the year, I'll be blown away. That dude can't keep himself out of trouble. He can't keep his fucking foot out of his mouth. Like, I would be blown away if he makes it to the end of the year with the way that he acts. That's just me.
He can't even keep his thing in his pants.
Nope. He says, I love old school UFC. Reminds me of the old JCVD films I grew up watching, like Bloodsport and Kickboxer.
Oh, God, yes.
Tremendous fucking films right there.
Yes.
Tremendous films.
And Sidekicks.
Well, Jean-Claude wasn't in Sidekicks, but Sidekicks was damn good. That's got Chuck Norris.
You goddamn right.
Chuck Norris. He doesn't compete anymore, kid. One of the main reasons he doesn't compete is
me. Yeah.
Conor McGregor versus Roman Reigns would be the biggest draw that the WWE would ever have in their existence for anything they've ever done. No matter what people think in the size difference of Conor to Roman Reigns, that would be the biggest drawing thing the WWE ever did. You could
measure the promos.
Oh, dude. Those two on the promos alone and the build up to it would just be, it'd be worth everything just to see the promos between those two.
Oh, yeah.
It would be fantastic.
I
would love to see it. I think you might see that in a year or two at a WrestleMania. That's just me, though. Could be wrong, but that's just my crazy prediction, maybe. Lionheart, great movie, Lionheart. Lawrence, I recently watched that, I think maybe about 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know why I decided to watch it one night, but I did.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Awesome movie. Jean-Claude in the 90s was great.
Yeah.
Here comes Triple H with Chyna now.
The Blue Blood.
I hate this version of Triple H, though.
It's terrible.
I was so not into it.
He's a great wrestler, but just the gimmick's terrible. And which I was having a discussion like with one of my friends today, and we were talking about like the greatest heels of all time, and they don't believe Triple H is a top 20 greatest heel of all time. I strongly disagree. I would say top 10. He was outstanding.
They wouldn't have voted him as one of
top
the top
20.
heels. Wow,
Yeah,
that blows me away. Here he comes, buddy.
Rockabilly. He had the audacity to say that Maxwell has already passed Triple H as a better heel.
Yeah, no, he's got a long ways to go, folks. Long ways, and I love MJF. Bro, you excited here for a little Rockabilly?
Dude, I am. I might have to get a new pair of boxers. I'm so excited.
A little bit here, folks. Chris was like up at like 3:00 in the morning, texting me, shooting me Facebook Messenger messages, just talking about how excited he was to see Rockabilly tonight.
I was. I could
He
not
almost
sleep
skipped out on work because he wanted to watch this ahead of time, but he didn't do it.
because I wanted to get enough rest and relaxation, so I had enough energy.
Man, drink it in.
Drink it in, baby.
Drink in that Rockabilly.
Speaking of drinking it in, right now, Chris Jericho, he currently has the #1 most viewed reel, and #2 right now is Craig Valentine.
That miserable bastard's gonna overtake that by the week's end. That's not an opinion. That's a spoiler. He's gonna take it.
Jesus Christ!
That miserable son of a bitch. Daniel says Chyna destroys Honky with the guitar tonight. I mean, it happens every week. I'm gonna pop real good when she nails Honky with that shit.
Oh god, yeah.
Dana White versus Kurt Angle in a power slap match with a UFC versus WWE could be interesting. I could see both White and Angle cut promos on each other after each slap, swearing their ass off.
I wish. God damn! Could you imagine the beeping noises back in?
Dana White's got a fucking. He's got a fucking bad mouth, worse than what we say here on this show.
Oh god, yeah.
That guy has no filter.
Dana makes a sailor blush. Let's just say that.
Well, when you're that rich, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
You can slap your
shit
wife
about offending anybody.
You can slap your wife. I mean, it's okay.
You can slap the shit out of your wife, and then it's okay. You'll just buy somebody off so you don't go to jail. We do that. We're going away for 6 to 10.
I know. And like the thing is that's why, like I said, the justice system is 3-tiered. You got the rich, which are on top. You got minorities, which are right on the bottom, and then you got the rest of us in the middle, which is unfortunate. Don't tell me that it's equal.
Daniel says misery loves company. That's why Valentine will be #1.
Oh God. Yes.
I can't wait to show off on the show here when it comes in. My my little piece of Greg Valentine that I got autographed this weekend, and the inscription on this.
I can't wait for them to see it as well. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to show this off on the show when it comes in. Hopefully it comes in and gets mailed to me in the next week. It's absolutely tremendous.
And I do have a little bit of some news, which I've decided to revert back to an old name. I am going back to the Inspired with Christopher name.
Oh, okay. Was it you gonna vote for your show?
What's that?
For your show, or just for? Yeah. Are you doing the show again or something?
Yeah. Because honestly,
what made you switch?
Because honestly, I've gone way too far from what I really wanted to do from the original way of doing it. And like honestly, I just want to strictly just focus on helping people and inspiring people, and just lay off the politics, just lay off all the extra BS.
Good stuff. Smart idea.
And just do what I used to do. And
like
the thing is that hell, dude, when I was doing freaking Inspired, I was a lot happier. And then on top of that, dude, my show was charting because it was making a huge difference with people. And
well, I'm glad you're going back to it, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad you're doing that again. Chyna beat the shit out of Honky without the guitar here.
Damn it!
Triple H picked up the victory on Rockabilly.
Rockabilly.
Poor Rockabilly. He got jobbed out. Daniel says, I've seen the piece and I can't wait to see it framed up Oh, it's gonna be right behind me right now. I'm gonna have to take one of those other pictures down and put this up just for it. It's that good.
Dana White versus the franchise Shane Douglas in a swearing contest. Yeah, that would be
Who do you
fascinating.
think would win that one?
Shane. I'm sorry, I think Shane would.
Close or just first
Close.
round TKO?
Close.
All right. What is Undertaker doing here? Is he crucifying himself?
He's taking a dump in the dark. Do you mind?
These promos behind the scenes with Undertaker tonight are dreadful.
Yeah.
These are absolutely freaking dreadful. The crowd is just not into this either, Chris.
It's sad.
It just nobody cared. Nobody cared.
It started to pick up steam, but just at this point, it wasn't good.
When did Kane debut? What year?
97, which is October. So July, August.
Is it the Bad Blood pay-per-view or something?
Yep. June,
Okay.
July, August, September. We got 5 more months before he debuts.
So they're going to build that up really good over the next few months here with this Paul Bear and Undertaker flip-flop that they got. Ooh, Sable is here. Wow. She's about to sit on your inflatable chair, Daniel. Oh, shit.
I'm sure he's okay with that.
I would be too. Boy, was Sable fucking hot.
Yes. Amen. Brock Lesnar.
So
Lucky.
with your $11 shipping and handling at this point in time and $60 for $71 total, you're getting this King of the Ring chair, buddy. What would cost $11 about shipping an inflatable chair?
Who the fuck would pay that much for that chair?
Somebody did. Somebody, I guarantee a bunch of people probably did. Oh, man.
$59? That is not a great value, Jim Ross. Good Lord. Did you see, oh my God. Daniel's comment, absolutely glorious. Okay, here we go. I think John's Wi-Fi is a little bit lagging right now, but it's okay. Vince bothering a dead man while pooping. There's no resting while pooping. I agree 1,000%. Faarooq was a horrible opponent, especially given the racial character to the under. Yeah, I mean the thing is because he was technically a dead man, so I mean, would he be identified by his race? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, she asked my permission and said she could use later too. Ow, yes. Hold on. So here we go. Yes. I turned the one down for down deal and took 2 for 120. Man, that's a hell of a deal, man. That is a steal of a deal right there. And would still love to get Sable. Rock would be, yes, very lucky man. Very lucky man. I agree 1,000%. So, all right. Oh, but now we're watching Jimmy Superfly Snuka Baby flying off the top of the steel cage, screaming like a banshee, saying, "I did not murder that girl." Or at least I haven't got caught yet. Yes. And Mick Foley is wanting to see children cry because of the love. Oh, here we go with continuing making Mankind a face. Smart move. I agree 1,000%. Absolutely genius because it's like a sympathetic character, and this is a great, excellent way to transition into the dude love character to where like the fans like they're starting to root for him. It's like, all right, man, like Mick, man, you are a fantastic person. You got a good heart. Let's see what else you got, man. Bring out that new gimmick. Show us who this dude love guy is. And it was a really good way to introduce it. So yeah. Damn, Mick is so good. So good. Good Lord. The tattoos. How's Dude Love, baby? All right. Can't wait to see the dynamic with Mankind and Austin right before the Dude Love gimmick begins, too. I agree, because this is going to lead to the whole thing, like with the friction between Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin. And it's going to lead to just basically, like, there's so much friction that I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Austin and Shawn lose the titles back to Owen and Bulldog, and then Steve, he challenges again, and then Mick becomes his tag partner, but after weeks of, like, begging. And he's like, Steve, you said that Mankind wasn't able to, but you didn't say nothing about Dude Love. So yeah,
I'm back here. Sorry.
What the hell happened?
It just randomly restarted for the update, even though it's not supposed to be for an hour and a half. Whatever. Fucking start early, it gets me. Go late, it gets me. No matter what. What's the timestamp that you're at, Chris?
It is 1:11 right now.
1:11 flat.
1:11:02.
All right, gotcha, man.
Are you good now?
I'm good with you.
All right, cool. All right.
We got Mick Foley on here. That's where you're at.
Oh yeah, Daniel. Yeah. Daniel is making great points, saying that he, with like the continuing of making Mankind face, it's a smart move, which it is, because it's slowly making the fans more sympathetic and wanting him to bring out the Dude Love character. Very smart storytelling.
No, it really is. It just shows the intelligence of Mick Foley, how good he was, and how good they were at this time with writing a storyline arc like this. They kind of put all of it together. Yeah. Shows a lot of talent from the writers at this point and the performers of it. I love the dynamic with Austin and Dude Love too, Daniel. I think it's just fucking him and Austin and The Rock. And I mean, was there really anybody that Mick didn't work good with at this point?
No, he worked excellent with everybody.
Here goes back to the Terry Funk and Cactus stuff that Lawrence was talking about earlier. There's some clips of the death matches that they had.
Whew. I would not be able to do that.
You gotta commend this guy's commitment to his character too, where he's pulling the side of his hair out. Look at that big bald spot he's rocking out.
Dude, yeah. You talk about the commitment to the character, man. You're right.
Howard Finkel is announcing this one right here. There we go.
I love Howard.
How could you not love Howard Finkel?
Greatest
greatest wrestling announcer of all time. You know, greatest one to ever introduce people out there coming out was Howard Finkel.
I agree.
No wonder Foley's wife fell for him. She saw him as Dude Love, and it was over from there. Wasn't his wife like a model or something like that?
Yes.
He was definitely doing well for himself then.
All personality.
Daniel says he got that bald spot gimmick from Howard.
Yes. Yes, I agree 1,000%. And the thing is that I would say Gary Capetta is number 2. And
Gary Michael Capetta, the world's most dangerous announcer?
Yes, I would say he's number 2 of the greatest announcers of all time, like ring announcers. And I know this might not be popular, but I would put Justin Roberts top 5.
Okay. Yeah, I can see Justin Roberts being in there. He's pretty good.
He's fantastic.
Gary Michael Capetta, though?
Yes, I love Gary.
I like Gary. I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just saying I didn't see that one coming from you.
Really?
No, I didn't see that coming from you.
Old school WCW, man.
I would have seen more of a Dave Penzer from you.
Dave Penzer's fantastic. You know
I
what?
was never a fan of Lillian Garcia. I'm just going to throw that out there. I didn't like Lillian.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan either. But yeah.
Even Mick Foley's backyard stuff was great. Mick was just great in general, Lawrence. He just was.
What about the
Mike McGurk, number one.
The announcer that was on SmackDown? Damn it, I can't think of his name.
Tony Schimmel.
Tony Schimmel. He was fantastic as
I
well.
like Tony Schimmel. He's good. He's definitely good. Do you remember who Mike McGurk is, Chris?
No.
Mike McGurk was the blonde-haired female that was in the 80s and early 90s for WWF.
Was that the one that Vince McMahon sexually assaulted?
I don't know. I have no clue if that was the one, but Mike McGurk worked there. She was.
Hold on.
A lot of people remember her in the Coliseum videos. You'd occasionally see her at a bigger one, but she was always kind of the B and C level show she would do.
Which allegedly, I'm sorry, allegedly assaulted.
Well, he paid off people enough money.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to find out all the details on that one.
Yeah.
Hart Foundation's doing a little powwow here right before this big match here because Brett wants them coming back with the gold.
He does.
The pep talk he's giving them right now. If you could be a fly on the wall of that one here. Look at Bulldog kicking the sign of that kid. Good job, Bulldog. Ooh, Shawn's going right after Davey Boy.
Good Lord.
Boy, Shawn Michaels can work.
Oh, yeah, he can.
One of the greatest workers ever is Shawn Michaels, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree 1,000%. Many people would put Shawn as the greatest of all time.
A lot of people would, and I could, see it in some people's opinions. I can understand it. I wouldn't hate that at all.
Yeah.
Mine's the best worker of all time for me is Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Bret, he's top 3 for me. I would say Bret is phenomenal.
Who would be your number one?
I would say worker wise, that's really hard for me to. Austin was fantastic. Michaels was. Honestly, I would say Shawn Michaels. I say Shawn's him.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't hate on that one. Sleeper 2 for me. Some of the best workers ever. Dean Malenko and
Eddie.
Eddie was great, but I'm going to go even further than that, and I don't care what people think about it. Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I would say Shawn's number one for me. Shawn, Eddie, then Bret, and then I'll say Kurt, then Benoit. Right.
Dominic DeNucci. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time, Lawrence. The one who trained Mick Foley and Shane Douglas. He wrestled in the Australian Pro Wrestling. Is Dominic DeNucci still alive? Do you know?
Yes, actually. He lives in the wonderful city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which, as many of you know, Shane Douglas is from that area. And Dominic was the big trainer of Shane. He's actually very, very close with Shane, like a father figure.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick used to he used to travel from Long Island to Pittsburgh and train with Shane with Dominic. So
that's a haul.
Yeah, it is.
That's a long haul right there to go on. That's commitment right there.
Oh yeah. So Dominic, Shane has the utmost love and respect for Dominic. You should hear him speak about Dominic DeNucci. So.
I've heard Mick talk about him a bunch of times too, and I know how much Mick loved him.
Which I know you have your opinion on Shane, but he does have a large amount of respect for Dominic.
Listen, I just never was a fan of Shane Douglas. I just couldn't get into him, and I know some people love him, and I'm all. If you love him, great. I was never a fan of Shane Douglas. He looks like just an asshole of a human being too to me. But like I said, looks can be deceiving. Maybe he's the nicest guy in the world. I don't know. Yeah. He just seemed like a real prick in the business. Dominic DeNucci died August 12th, 2021, Lawrence said.
Never mind. I take that back.
Yeah, that's why I said I thought I remember hearing that he passed away. But that's why I asked if he was alive or not, because I thought I remembered hearing that too. I think it was maybe due to COVID or something like that.
I haven't listened to Shane talk on a podcast in damn near 3 years, so just kind of
have one anymore.
I do not know. So ladies and gentlemen, just relax on that, because I did used to listen to the Triple Threat podcast, and Shane used to speak about Dominic very much. So
the person in the front row, that kid needs to learn how to spell Brett. He spelled Brett with 2 T's. Stinks.
yeah. Oh God.
You see that?
Yes. Come on, dude.
Come on, kid. Do a little fact checking here when you spell his name.
Seriously.
Look at the parent in the middle of those 2 kids.
They does not want to be here.
No, he definitely does not. I think that's a he. I can't tell for sure. I'm sorry.
How's the crowd tonight, by the way?
You know, they're not too bad.
They're not.
No,
They're not
really,
sagging all bad.
No, not even close. They're not standing out on anything for me. I gotta give props to Evansville a little bit here. Beautiful kip up by Michaels right there.
Good Lord, this match is fantastic. Beautiful.
Well, this is when you got 4 fucking great workers in the ring. What's the chances of them having a bad match? Probably pretty slim to none. Oh shit!
Oh God!
Wow!
You talk
It's
about
surprising Shawn could have kids after that. I have never seen that before done like that. He picked him up, folks. Power, like he was gonna do the power slam,
lifted him,
and then just power lifts him there and drops him right on the top ropes into his nuts.
Good Lord!
Wow.
Right next to Daniel's chairs.
I have never ever seen that done like that. That had to fucking hurt.
Oh God, yeah.
Man, wow.
Good
More
Lord.
power to Shawn for getting up here. That looked brutal.
And Mick wants to talk about swollen testicles. I'm just saying.
Shawn's got testicular fortitude after that bump right there.
Probably like the most horrible story of ball trauma that I've ever heard, like with wrestling, was the story that Tommy Dreamer told. Whenever the WWE, they invaded, I think it was November to Remember, like the show that they had in Pittsburgh, and Dreamer got caned right in the nuts by Jerry Lawler, and he had to get blood freaking he had like a pint of blood removed from his nuts. Yeah.
Daniel's getting hot over here. He said they keep getting close to the chairs, and he only gave Sable permission. You better fucking watch out, man. They don't want to have heat with Daniel like he's got with Prince Iakea, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
And you see me, I'm representing tonight.
What are you representing? Pittsburgh?
Yes.
So what happened to the Pirates, bro? They started fucking strong, and they have gone downhill.
What, like they're 3-7 in their last 10? Yeah, they're the Pirates, so It is what it is. That's why we got the Penguins, and that's why we got the Steelers. Not that the Steelers going to do much this year, but
Lorraine says HBK has big balls like the AC/DC song.
He does.
After that one, he sure does.
I got the big balls. I would love to see
breaking up the pin on Owen.
Just imagine Brackus singing it. I got big balls.
Nobody wants Brackus anywhere. Is this when Owen's neck gets broken this summer? Austin's neck. I mean,
yes, SummerSlam.
Is it SummerSlam '97?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was upcoming this year. I thought it was upcoming there.
And Steve Austin says that it was the worst roll-up in the history of wrestling. But he was booked to beat Owen, so he had to win.
Didn't he come back like a few months later, too?
Yes, he did.
Can you imagine breaking your fucking neck like that and coming back in a few months?
Yeah, absolutely. That shows how freaking tough he is.
You don't make them like that anymore.
No.
That's incredibly stupid, but incredibly ballsy in the same way.
I would have to say the modern version of that, for somebody that can come back like that, I would have to say is John Moxley.
Which injury?
If he broke his neck, which I could see him returning in a couple months. So
I don't think the companies would allow it now because of the medical restrictions and everything like that.
AEW, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Remember what happened with Matt Hardy?
Yeah, that's true. If Tony Khan is going to get his little dingy hard from it, he'll pay him enough money to do anything.
Oh yeah. Because the WWE, no, they damn near like that. Nowadays, they especially like with head injuries, no.
In all fairness, all joking aside, I don't think Tony would do it either.
Yeah,
I don't think he would either. I think he cares about the people enough.
We kid, ladies and gentlemen, we joke.
Daniel says Austin wasn't letting anything derail his momentum. He was fearing that after all those years of struggling and climbing the top. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because he comes from that time frame where they knew that sometimes you only get one opportunity, and when you got that opportunity, run with it. Do whatever you can do. Make that money. Live the life that you want to live, I guess.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that which unfortunately, I mean, Steve's had to deal with the repercussions of that injury for the rest of his life. And
I can't hate on that, okay? Because I did the exact same thing to my leg when I was in the military. And here I am at 41 years old and get ready to have my knee replaced completely here in a few months.
Yeah.
And I did it out of stupidity because I wanted to continue to do my job, and I was young and I was dumb and I wasn't listening. I wasn't thinking about the repercussions later on. I get it. So I can never knock on it because it was stupid on my part too.
You don't think about like the future. You think about the now.
It's all you do at that point. Sometimes now I go back and I look at it. I'm like, man, if I could have done that differently, I would have. But I don't know if Austin would say the same thing. He was making tens of millions of dollars and I wasn't. So all that money he's got right now probably makes it worth it to him. Let's see. I heard the great former NWA World Champ Nick Aldis could be heading to AEW. I think he just signed with Impact, Lawrence.
Yeah. Don't they have a working relationship with AEW?
I don't think they do anymore. Big pickup on the victory there for Austin in HBK.
Yep. Amazing storytelling. Great match. Absolutely love this.
Austin is leaving him in the ring to get his ass kicked, and he's taking his belt and he's rolling.
Sorry. Bye-bye.
Does he get in here or no?
Nope.
Oh, no. He's going after Bret Hart instead. He's saying, HBK, you're on your own. I'm taking out Bret.
Meat. Good God.
He is beating the shit out of him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now he's going to go for that leg. Oof.
Good God. Oh, just imagine if Brian wasn't so banged up, the feud that him and Austin they could have had in the WWF.
It would have been great.
Pillman's got a gun. No, wait. Austin's got it. Wait. Yeah. Pillman's got a gun.
Yeah, Daniel makes a good point there. The neck injury was terrible, but the months out of the ring actually elevated him. He was stunning everything inside, including McMahon. Yeah, because they kept him fresh on TV still by bringing him out in that period of time. That's a good point, Daniel. I said Stone Cold could care less, and I love he actually knows what's going on. I see you, Roddy Piper, instead goes after Bret. Yep. Roddy Piper would just stand there and stare at him if it was like on Nitro a few weeks ago. I haven't watched Impact in ages, Lawrence, so I don't even know who's down there. And I know it's definitely up and down at times there too, like WWE is. I haven't watched it in years.
I'm not a fan of the modern product. I think it's, I mean, to each its own, but I think it's terrible. But that's just me.
I don't even know who's over there anymore, really.
It's not based off storylines necessarily. It's similar to AEW to where it's based off what happens in the ring more than anything. And it's like, yeah, I'm good. I like to go on the ride with the story, then get to the ring. We
got Austin in the back here getting interviewed here about this big victory.
Steve Macklin is the world champion right now. Steve Macklin.
What the fuck is a Steve Macklin?
He was a part of the Forgotten Sons. Yeah.
Really?
What an
really?
Yes.
This is their champion now? Steve Macklin.
Well, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, got hurt.
He was good though. Alexander is a good performer.
Oh yeah, he is.
He is. He's a good performer. I forgot that he got hurt.
I think Nick Aldis should win the belt. I think he'd be fantastic with it, but that's just me.
Daniel says Shawn's given a match or two before it's time to take the rest of the summer off.
Yep. Oh yeah, Shawn was on a limited schedule in this time, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was at later on. I'm sure. I believe he was. Oh, Paul's coming out here.
Who wrestled more matches? Was it Shawn or Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns of last year or Shawn of '97? Who wrestled more matches?
Man, that's a tough call. I bet you they're right pretty equal. Maybe Shawn.
Okay.
Barely, maybe. But, you know, when you're an attraction, like Shawn was different at that point. He wasn't the attraction that Roman Reigns is now.
Yeah.
Roman should not be on every week.
No, he shouldn't.
No. He should be billed as an attraction, and I think they do a very good job with it with him.
Just like with Lesnar.
Yep. Or is he talking about 7 sunsets?
He's giving him 7 sunsets.
Was Paul Bearer one of the most hideous looking people like in wrestling history, or is it just me?
Yeah. I
The
love
good Lord
Paul.
did not bless him with any good looks.
I love Paul. One of the greatest managers ever. A wonderful mind for the business. But that man fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down.
He climbed up that motherfucker again and fell down again and hit every other branch on the other side.
And then his double chin got caught.
That's facts right there.
Uh,
Roman's about to walk out with the tag belts and make the Usos carry them around every week.
I don't believe that.
You know, that could be a really interesting thing if they win, because they could do the Usos versus Solo and Roman then.
What? And this have that hold over until SummerSlam?
Potentially, yeah. Could be interesting if they go down that route.
Yeah, but then like the momentum with Kevin and
you just killed him.
Yeah, so
it's done. Over. They won't get it back either. You just buried Sammy, in my opinion, if you do it like that. But that's my opinion.
But
I could see them doing it like that. It could be interesting.
That's kind of like I think they made a huge mistake at Mania with Cody. I mean,
I'd say build them up, let them go for longer.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Let them go for longer. Drag it out till next year if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see the sustainability of Cody's character if he can go that long. Undertaker came out there. He wasn't coming out and just doing the typical Undertaker entrance. He ran to the fucking ring.
Good Lord.
That's a very rare time that I've seen the Undertaker in this version of his character as the dead man come out like that. I don't think I've ever seen him do that.
Shut the fuck up, Paul.
Hate's a strong word, Undertaker.
Wow. I don't hate anybody. I mean, I strongly dislike people.
Is Undertaker going to lay his hands on Paul, do you think?
I hope he does.
Paul Bearer's facial expressions
are
always tremendous, though.
Outstanding.
Just amazing.
Do you know, before Paul passed away, someone that he mentored and helped when it came into the business?
Who's that?
L.A. Knight.
Did he really?
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
Whenever he was using his real name, Shawn Ricker, Paul Bearer was his manager. So
interesting. I never knew that.
Yep.
He does it. LA Knight does a great job. He's a great character.
He's a star, man.
He is. I think he's going to be your Money in the Bank winner this year, if you ask me.
I would love to see frickin' Cody versus Knight, or Seth Rollins versus Knight. Just imagine the promos.
Daniel says Undertaker hates Paul Bearer like I hate IAK, except Paul Bearer was good at stuff. Great job.
Oh my God. Rest in peace.
It sounds kind of piped in here. Does it sound like the crowd's actually chanting that, or does it sound piped into you?
It sounds piped in.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the reactions Theory gets.
Yeah. Well, he's a cringy fuck.
You know whose reactions are piped in? Dominic Mysterio.
Nope. Nope. He knows how to get real heat. All right, so what'd you think of the show? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle?
Thumbs in the middle. I thought they were good points. I thought they were, especially like with Brett, with Shawn, excellent tag match, great psychology, great storytelling to further it. Other than that, I can't say really nothing positive about the show. The world title seems secondary right now, but at the same time, though, it's kind of like Steve Austin and Bret Hart, like they're so damn hot right now that it's really hard to compete with that. So I get it, but like the threading with Steve, Shawn, Bret, all that, great. Other than that, there's nothing else that's redeemable for me. So, you?
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. It was a good tag match at the end, but that was it. The rest of the show sucked. The matches were terrible. The storyline stunk for the most part for it to me. The title was secondary, like you mentioned. It just didn't do it for me. I thought it was a really, really flat show for the most part.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah. Daniel says Nitro might have a shot this week. They haven't had a shot the last couple of weeks, but they might have a shot this week. They're going back to 2 hours, too.
You know what? Next week. I take that back. Thumbs down. Yeah, you're right.
It just didn't do it for me. It was a great ending. I did like the ending with Austin and HBK. I thought that was fantastic. But other than that, just didn't do anything. Daniel agrees. Austin HBK was great. Nothing besides the title switch did nothing. Yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah. All right, Chris, you ready? We got the cameo of the week this week.
I'm excited.
All right. So I got to preface it is I really like this guy. Okay. I think he's an awesome character. He's a legit badass. He's one of the toughest sons of bitches out there. He's an OG of the UFC. Let's just call that out there. He is an OG of the UFC. This guy was tough before when this guy popped out of his fucking parents, his mom's belly and came out. They said, "You have a man right here." They knew it right from the start.
This guy was she being kidney punched?
She might have been from this guy. And this guy's mustache absolutely crushes Lee Marshall's. Just gonna say that.
Whoa! I'll take your word for it. I can't believe you're disparaging the good goddamn name Lee Marshall.
All right. Well, it is none other than Don the Predator Fry. I'm going to play a quick clip from it here for you after the Cheese Dogs, the origin gets done playing ad here on YouTube here. This just tells you this is the realest guy out there.
Cheese Dogs.
What?
Don Fry is going to be this week's cameo of the week, Chris, and you can hear his thoughts here a little bit. This will bring you back in time a little bit. This is from Hannibal TV.
Mark Kerr lives out in Arizona too. Did you ever keep in contact with him?
No, Mark Kerr's a fucking goof. Fucking goof. Jeez. Anybody who knows him knows he's a goof.
How many packs of cigarettes does he smoke?
What do you think about The Rock apparently playing him in a role about his life, I guess?
Rock's a dumbass to do that. He should pick somebody better to represent.
What?
Kerr ain't the one.
Chris, watch this. Remember this?
Kerr's a fucking goof.
Yes.
He goes to the horse trough for a drink.
Yes. This is awesome.
In what way?
You gotta
every way. Shit. He's a fucking idiot. You know, and sit there say he was scared the whole time and he never wanted to fight. He did a good job for a scared coward, you know. Shit. Of course, he's juiced out of his fucking brain, you know. Then, Brad Reagan's is the one who broke me into pro wrestling.
He goes on for about another 3 minutes to talk about what a fucking goof Mark Kerr is, which is great. That just tells you that he's a real man right there. He goes to the horse water, you know, where the horses are drinking out of. He says, "I need a drink." Goes right over to the fucking bucket, grabs a big swig of water from the horse water, and then swallows a little bit right there. Now, he does do cameos, and his cameos, there's only a few of them up here. They're fucking hilarious. And let me tell you, I have had a conversation with Don Fry on multiple occasions. He was supposed to do the show with me and Dan years ago, and then he broke his back and all that shit. I talked to him on the phone a few times. The guy is exactly like this right here. Let me tell you. He's 1,000% a man's man, and this is exactly how he is. He's absolutely motherfucking hilarious, this guy. And I don't agree with his politics and all, but I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because this guy is just awesome. He's just an original badass right here. So here's his cameos. I'm only going to play a few of them tonight because he doesn't really have a ton. If you want to book him for a marketing video, he's $700. So go.
What?
Yeah, he'll market you out for $700 for a video if you want, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Here he is. Here's one of his cameos right here, Chris. Enjoy.
He reminds me of Lou Brown with his voice.
Rehab facility.
All right, hold on.
Albert Black, I've just stolen your partner at the rehab facility. Wanted me to say hi to you. He says that you and I went to school together, wrestled. I never heard of you, Albert Black. You're a lying sack of shit. Actually,
oh my God,
sack of shit. Because you're only about this tall. We have to get you a phone book to get up to the table to eat. I guess I do know
God.
You. That little bitty guy from college or high school. You ever go to college? No, you drove by it a few times. I know that. But I do remember you got a pretty mom. I hope she's doing good.
Oh my God!
It's like great now, putting up with your sorry ass. Look, you sack of shit.
Wow.
I don't see you up there at Prescott Pines in the Valley or whatever that is. I don't want you to have my money, and I don't want to go to rehab. I enjoy drinking. I enjoy the pills. You get better, you ding dong.
Well, at least he's honest. Holy fuck.
I'm not doing the 6-minute one. Hold on.
The Predator.
Let's see. I remember
your sweet wife hired me to say hi to you and tell you to buck up.
Oh, this isn't a good one here. Let's see.
On Fry, the Predator.
Look at that mustache.
Requesting.
Oh God, that is okay.
Rolling Federation.
This is a good one here. Let's do this one.
To them. That was interesting because I guess it's a bunch of friends who get together and beat each other up, you know. And apparently they're not treating the champion real well because I got a letter from one of the other guy's mom, saying that this guy Tree is not appreciated and not respected enough after he's whooped everybody's ass.
Tree.
And she really likes him. Apparently something's going on between Tree and the mother of one of the other guys.
Uh-oh.
He's giving her the old limb. The big limb. And,
it's a good one.
Giving her the old limb. He's giving the old roots down. So you boys better get your shit together because otherwise Tree's on that bunch of little saplings running around. You know, with somebody's mama. So,
oh my God.
He's
Tree's got the shit together.
To do these.
And you all are failing. So I don't know what to do. You all better get your shit together. You better get hyped up because I saw this fucking the mom of one of the guys. She held up a picture of Tree, and he's got this goofy ass tattoo on his neck. It looks like a combination of bear shit, human shit, and frog shit.
God,
with two little eyes sticking out. You know, and some referee is underneath there trying to figure out how to breathe. How to count down the fall.
Jesus.
So,
oh my God.
Get your act together, boys, because you don't want Tree banging everybody's mom. Apparently that's the...
Who is this fucking Tree? Is he Finch from American Pie?
I don't know.
You bunch of dumb shits. Get after it. Oh, shit.
God.
Oh, shit.
Don fucking Fry is a national treasure. He's something.
Really quick, I gotta play this because
give me a little drink here.
Oh God, that is glorious. And the mustache, yes, I could say. I'm sorry, Lee.
Marshall's to shame, right?
I'm sorry, Lee. I'm gonna play this real quick, which has a tribute to your Mets. Oh damn it! Oh, play it.
Pissed off, Honky. Look, I go to you. I stick up for you. You know, help me now.
I say, fuck you, Joe Boo.
Fuck you, Joe Boo.
I do it myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, dude. All right, buddy. We had a great show tonight. Had a lot of fun, as always, with you. What's on your mind before we head out of here?
Thank you so much to everybody that joined us tonight on the Retro Wrestling Revival. We are growing like crazy. We are growing like a weed. Make sure to check out our daily reels, and we will be back next week. And the thing is that to every single person out there that's been supportive, thank you. Me and John, we appreciate it more than you realize. We might be doing some bonus shows soon. It's a matter of our schedule clearing because I've gotten a few messages saying, hey, do you think that you guys can do Superstars again? Well, we're going to work on it. So no promises, but we'll try. So thank you guys. I love you. And John, what about you, brother?
Thank you so much for everybody for coming out. Lawrence, Daniel, thanks for commenting up here. Anybody that's watching this live later on, whether you dropped in and headed and watched the show for a little bit, for the whole time, whatever it is, we appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. It's always another great show. Thank you, sir. And don't worry, we'll be back again next week, folks. We're going to have some Nitro on tap next week. We'll see if Nitro can beat the WWF, this Raw edition. I think they got a good shot this week for sure. And yeah, man, keep following the page, whether it's on YouTube as the Retro Repeat or on Facebook, the Retro Wrestling Revival. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow it. We would greatly appreciate that, everybody. For Brother Martin, Virgil's Meat Sauce Manager, I am Rocka Johnny. And we're out of here tonight, folks. Thanks for checking out the show. Hope you had a great time with us, and have no fear. We'll be back again next week. Virgil's calling Chris to get some meat sauce, so we better get off of this one right now. So, all right, everybody, we'll catch you again next week. Thanks for checking out the show. We'll see you real soon.
All right.